Hey, fellow introverts, welcome back to Introvert Corner, where we explore life through the lens of introversion. Today's topic is one that I know many of us have a love-hate relationship with: social media. While it can feel overwhelming at times, social media doesn't have to be all about loud voices and constant engagement. In fact, it can be a tool that introverts use to their advantage, if we approach it in the right way. Let's start with the first tip. Choose your platforms wisely. Not all social media platforms are built the same, and as introverts, we don't need to be everywhere. Instead, focus on platforms that align with your preferences. For example, if you love writing and sharing thoughtful ideas, platforms like Twitter or Medium might be your go-to. If you're more into visual storytelling but want to avoid constant interaction, maybe Instagram, but with limited engagement, is the place to be. For me, I prefer to use platforms where I can control the flow of conversation. I'm not someone who loves endless comments or likes, so I limit how much I interact and focus on curating content that feels meaningful. Next up, set boundaries and limitations. It's easy to get sucked into the noise of social media, but as introverts, we need our mental space. Decide how much time you want to spend online and stick to it. Try setting app timers or even taking social media detox days. You don't need to be online constantly to stay connected. I've found that limiting my social media usage to certain times of the day helps me avoid feeling overwhelmed. It's okay to take breaks and recharge. Your online community will understand. Tip number 3, curate your feed for peace. Your social media experience can be calming, inspiring, and even fun if you follow the right accounts. Don't be afraid to mute or unfollow content that feels draining or overwhelming. Fill your feed with accounts that reflect your values, inspire you, or offer a sense of calm. I like to follow pages that post uplifting quotes, cozy home decor, or even just nature photography. These kinds of posts make me feel more at ease, rather than bombarded with constant updates or opinions. Now let's talk about engagement. Engage on your terms. Just because you're on social media doesn't mean you have to respond to every comment or message immediately. Take your time to respond thoughtfully. Or don't respond at all if you're not in the right headspace. Remember, social media is not a race, and you set the pace. For me, I enjoy reading through comments, but I don't feel pressured to respond right away. I give myself the space to engage when I feel comfortable and skip the conversation if it's not resonating. Last but not least, use social media for reflection and inspiration. As introverts, we often thrive in moments of introspection, and social media can be a great tool for that. Use platforms like Pinterest or even private Instagram accounts to create mood boards, save ideas, or collect quotes that inspire you. This can make social media feel more like a creative outlet and less like an obligation. Personally, I love using Pinterest to gather creative ideas and inspiration for projects. It's a quiet, personal space that feels refreshing rather than draining. At the end of the day, social media is what you make of it. As introverts, we don't have to conform to the high-energy, constant interaction style that many others seem to thrive on. Instead, use it in a way that supports your peace, creativity, and personal growth. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments how you like to manage your social media as an introvert. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time in Introvert Corner.